Hi everyone, it's Rakan and you're watching another recap and review of Smallville, and this is season 6. So spoilers ahead. Where did this season start? So I think Clark comes back from Phantom Zone, so all the Phantoms get released, and then he's like, he still has to stop Lex from ending the world, but then everything's fine with that. I don't know, it's I can't remember everything that happened this entire season because it's been a few weeks of me watching it. So new characters, Jimmy Olsen, he was brought in. Not exactly sure why they felt like they needed to bring him in. Like, things ended in season 5 where like, oh, maybe Clark and Chloe could happen, and then him coming in, it like kind of stopped that, and so he had a relationship with Chloe, and I think maybe they just like wanted to give Chloe another like an actual relationship because she hasn't had like a serious relationship on the show. Then if you know anything, they end up getting married in a couple seasons, so maybe that's why he was working at the Daily Planet. So maybe that's like their way of also bringing in the Daily Planet more, because then there'll be more stories along like that. And then the other new character is Oliver Queen, and he's the Green Arrow, and so it's just interesting about like, you know, the other superheroes in the DC world and like which ones they brought in. So it's kind of interesting that they saw, because really you know, they have Aquaman and they have the Cyborg, whatever, and they have Flash too, but it's interesting, like I feel like out of all the other ones they brought in, he's, you know, the one that's the most. So he was brought in, and we see another hero, and then he's dating Lois Lane, and you see their relationship because he's hiding it from her, like how that interrupts their relationship. And I think they ended season 6 where like they weren't together, and the other people, you know, Flash, Aquaman, whatever, like they were brought in. They're kind of like a team also, and also of course Oliver Queen has a past with Lex Luthor, so that brought in some storylines, and it was kind of interesting seeing like more of like the team and more superhero aspect. And then kind of he was bringing this whole element of like, how are you just, to Clark Kent, like how are you just trying to like save Smallville and Metropolis, like there's like so much more to save. So it kind of was bringing that kind of more in. Lois Lane, was she working at the Inquisitor at the end of season 5? I don't know, but she was working in the Inquisitor, so I think this is their way of like showing how she's getting into journalism. And like, you know, she wasn't still in every episode, but like some of her storylines, she's like trying to like, you know, be a journalist. So she still was working at the Inquisitor at the end of season 6. So at some point she starts working in the Daily Planet. I just don't remember when. But she was also like kind of like getting into Oliver Queen's secret, like kind of like thinking it was him, and then him and Clark had this whole thing where they were planning it, and then that was actually their first kiss, Clark and Lois, when he was pretending to be the Green Arrow. That was a really good episode. Yes, okay, Lex and Lana. So it's like the relationship keeps going, and then she gets pregnant, and then he proposes to her, and then they're getting married. And I wondered if when they like were writing the season and they like had her be pregnant, if they knew right then what they were going to do with it. But I think it's one of the most villainous things that I've ever seen. And it's so crazy because this show, like when you think about it, in like season 1, like no one died. They were so like you know, want to be innocent to nice, like no one died. And I was also thinking that I should maybe brush on it in the last video talking about Smallville, but like I feel like so many people die as the seasons go along. So it's just like really crazy that like how the show was in season 1, like they would do something. Like I just feel like him like giving her hormones to make her think she's pregnant, and then like taking them away so it seems like she has a miscarriage. It's just like such the most villainous thing ever. Oh my god. So even despite that, like Lex is keeping secrets from Lana, and Lana found out Clark's secret because she was like, I need to know, so she planned something on her wedding day to find out. And then it gets like, I didn't really realize it until this time watching it, but like, I don't know, Lionel, like what team he's on is so confusing, and how he like, you know, like I feel in the end like what he was saying to Lana to like make her get married, like I don't know, I think the writers were just trying to find a way so that she could get married to him, but it's just like in the end, like the team stuff, like what team he's on and like what he wants Lana to do, it just like was a little bit back and forth towards the end where it just didn't make sense. And then despite all that, there was like, you know, she's secretly still in love with Clark, and it's just like I feel like in real life people wouldn't get married to someone like it, but this is a show. And then in the end, she like knew what Plex did to her, and then finally last episode she is like, I'm leaving, and reveals that she knows that he hits her, and then she dies at the end, which I don't want to spoilers, but yeah, they kind of left the season where like everyone seems like they're dying. Oh, that's another thing, is I always forget, like I know it's only my third time watching it, but like Chloe is meteor infected, and we find that out kind of in the middle of the season, that she's meteor affected, and they don't know what powers she has. And I always thought like, okay, yeah, her powers are something like with the computer, because she's so good and so quick at that. And then I totally forget that in the finale she like heals Lois. I totally forgot about it, and that's her powers. Like it totally slipped my mind. So the season ended where like anyone can die, and then there's like that phantom copy of Clark. And yeah, I feel like Lex very villainous, just like killing people, like not caring for people at all. And like why he like was so in love with Lana, just like in the end doesn't make sense. I think he just wanted what Clark had. He just wanted power, and Clark was like right in every aspect of that. And yeah, so it was kind of in the end like anyone can die, like because like Clark was fighting the phantom thing. And so I guess the theme of the season was like the whole like phantoms, and like because every few episodes he had to run in with the phantom and trying to deal with that. And I guess like the whole Lex and Lana thing was like such a big thing in this season. So I still feel like season 4 is the best season, but season 5 and season 6 were both really great. And I don't know, it's just like I also was thinking about this last time, like Lana, like she was dating like Whitney the entirety of season 1, and then she was dating like Jason the entirety of season 4. So like just like her relationship with like Clark and Lex, like both were so fast. It's really sad, because Lana used to be like such a sweet girl, like very that kind of thing. And like not saying like she wasn't strong then, but just like her relationship with Lex like made her do things, like it changed her personality and made her more conniving and stuff. And it's just really sad like what she's been through and everything. And there's like this edit on YouTube I watch all the time, it's like Never Let Me Go, Lana Lang, I think it is, something like that. And it's just when you see like how much she's been through, it's so crazy. And like it's like every single episode like someone's shot, like someone's like almost killed, and it's like haven't these people been through enough? Like it's crazy. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I don't know what else to say. It's just I love when they end the season where it's like anyone can die. They kind of close the chapter on Martha. She's gonna be a senator. She's kind of going away. Clark's kind of getting a little bit older. I don't really know when he starts at the Daily Planet, because you know this entire season he wasn't at college. He was working at the farm, like you know. And soon, I think maybe season 7, maybe he does start at the Daily Planet, because it's kind of don't remember when. But those are my thoughts and feelings about season 6 of Smallville. So in the end, a really great season. But comment below your thoughts below, and I will respond to your comments. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye.